Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you all children? I hope you all are fine. Today we are going to continue the same topic, playing with numbers, and if you remember we have been discussing the divisibility test, right, test of divisibility, and so far we have checked the divisibility rule of 2, 5, 10, 3, 9 and 6. If you remember, in our first video of divisibility rules we had done the divisibility test of 2, 5 and 10. Three numbers we took together because they had same method to check, right? We had to check ones place. In our next video we did 3 and 9 where we had to add the digits of the number, right? And then in our third video of divisibility test we did for 6 where we had to check the divisibility rule of 2 and 3. If both satisfied, then 6 will also divide the number. These are the divisibility rules that we have done so far. Now today we are going to do the divisibility rule of 4 and 8. Again, if you see, I have taken two numbers together, 4 and 8. Okay. Now the reason for taking these two numbers together is same. They have similar type of method to check the divisibility. Okay. So first we will do the divisibility rule of 4 and then we will go for 8. So to check the divisibility rule of 4, what are we supposed to do? For 4 and 8, it is we have to check the last two digits. For 4 we have to check the last two digits, and for 8 we have to check the last 3 digits. Now before we start, let me tell you that these divisibility rules, the method that we are following for 4 and 8, it is mostly suitable or applicable for large numbers. When we have 5 digit or 6 digit numbers, there if we use this method it will be easy. If it is a 2 digit number or a 3 digit number, it might not make much of the difference. Okay, but if it is a 5, 6, 7 digit number, then definitely this method will help us, will save our time. Okay, so first we will check for divisibility rule of 4. Now for divisibility rule of 4, it says that if the last two digits of the number, if they are divisible by 4, then the entire number will be divisible by 4. Okay, for example, say the number is 72,916. Okay, so this is the number. If we have to do division, long division and check, then we have to go on dividing with 7, then 2, then 9. It's a long process, isn't it? Now what we do here, we will check last two digits, that is ones and tens place. Okay, these two places, ones and tens place, we will check and see what number we have. Now what do we have here? If we only look at these two digits, it is 16. Now 16, is 16 divisible by 4? 16 can be divided by 4? Yes, 4 4s are 16, right? If these digits, the last two digits are divisible by 4, then the entire number will be divisible by 4. Understood what we have to do? We simply have to check the last two digits. Take those two digits and divide with 4 and see whether it will divide or not. If it divides completely, then you do not have to check the other, the entire number will be divisible by 4. Okay, let me check, let us try one more. Say for example the number is, this time I will try to take more bigger number. Say I will take like 8,92,436. Say I have taken a 6 digit number. Now you do not have to divide the whole number, you do not have to divide all the 6 digits, just you have to check the last two digits. Okay, so last two digits we have 3 and 6, that is 36. Divide 36 with 4. See, it is easy to divide 2 or 3 digits than dividing 5 digits or 6 digit number, isn't it? So just divide the last two digits with 4 and see whether 4 will divide it or not. Now 36 divided by 4, 4 9s are 36. So last two digits are divisible by 4. If these two digits are divisible by 4, the entire number will be divisible by 4. If these two digits, when you take them together and divide with 4, if they do not divide, 4 does not divide it, then that number will not be divisible by 4. Is it clear to you all? I hope you all have understood. It's very simple. You just have to take ones and tens place. These two digits you have to take and you have to divide and check. Okay. Same way we have to check the divisibility rule of 8 also. Now there is a small change between 4 and 8. For 4 we are taking 2 digits, right, where ones and tens place. These 2 digits we take and we divide. But for 8 we will take 3 digits. That is, we are going to take ones, tens and hundreds. We will take 3 digits and we will divide. So that's why I told you, if it is these rules are applicable, or they make our work easy only when we have large numbers, say 5 digits, 6 digits, 7 digit numbers, then this method is very useful. Okay. So let's go ahead with the divisibility rule of 8. Now for 8, I will take a number, I will take a 6 digit number. Say for example, it is 2,95,816. Okay. I have taken a 6 digit number. Now what we will do? We will take the last 3 digits, hundreds, tens and ones place. These 3 digits we are going to take and divide with 8. Okay. Divide 816 with 8 and see what answer we get. 8 ones are 8. We have to check whether 8 will divide it completely or not. Okay. 8 ones are 8, then bring down 1, not possible, add a 0, bring down 6, 8 twos are 16. See, it has divided the number, 8 has divided 816. The last 3 digits are divisible by 8. If these 3 digits are divisible by 8, then the entire number will be divisible by 8. Okay. Let us try one more example. Say for example, I have 45,32,728. Okay, I have taken a 7 digit number here. Now to save the time, we do not have to divide all the digits of this number. We simply have to take the last 3 digits, that is 728. We will only divide these 3 digits and see whether 8 divides this 3 digits or not. Okay. So 728 divided with 8. Now 7 we cannot divide, so we will go for 72. 8 nines are 72. Bring down 8. 8 ones are 8. See, again the last 3 digits are divisible by 8. If these 3 digits are divisible by 8, then the entire number will be divisible by 8. Okay. If suppose these digits, when you divide with 8, they leave some remainder, then the entire number will not be divisible by 8. They should not, when you divide the last 3 digits, there should be no remainder. It should completely divide. Okay. Only then the divisibility rule is satisfied. I hope you have understood the divisibility rule of 4 and 8. It's very simple, children, and it is applicable, more suitable for large numbers. Okay. For 4, we have to take the last 2 digits, ones and tens place, divide it with 4 and see if it leaves no remainder, then the entire number will be divisible by 4. Same way, for divisibility rule of 8, we have to take the last 3 digits, divide them with 8. If it divides completely, if 8 divides these 3 digits completely, leaving no remainder, then the entire number will be divisible by 8. Children, you all need to practice. Today we have completed the divisibility rules of all the numbers that we are supposed to do. So far we have completed the divisibility rule of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9 and 10. So we have completed 8 divisibility rules. Okay. You all need to practice. They will really help you a lot. If you are perfect in these tests, it will really help you when you are doing the division, okay, or when you are finding the factors. So keep practicing, children, and inshallah we will meet very soon with a new topic in our next video. Till then, stay at home and be safe. Jazakumullahu khaira. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.